This is a stat production, baby.
I can see the new days, good vibes on my YouTube. Dark days never stay like a noonday. Here to shine light to the people. Power of three, Miss Clover Nova, Mrs. Coco, Mr. Tony OG. It's the midday Monday lunch break hour for me. Clover Nova Note, yeah. Mondays at noon, Central. Clover Nova Note. Subscribe, tune in to the show. Clover Nova Note. Mondays at noon, Central. Clover Nova Note. Subscribe and tune in to the show. Let's talk about it. Who's on the line? Let's talk about it. What's on your mind? Let's talk about it. Hey Charms, you are now tuned in to Clover Nova Note. Now if you're new here, go hit that subscribe button. And if you're returning, welcome back to KNN.
Hi. Oh, hold on. We here.
What's going on, people? So we are the most imperfectly perfect show. We're gonna make sure we get you guys on time. We might not have everything 100% and 1000% complete and ready to go, but we are rest to go. Okay, because we know y'all on schedule and y'all time is valuable, and we're gonna be here for y'all on the time we said we're gonna be here for y'all. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to say good morning to everyone and hello and happy Pride Month, everybody. Yes, Pride, bring it out. Yes, bring it out, bring it out. What up, hot girls at? Hey. So I'm your boy Tony OG. I'm here with the one and only Miss Clover Nova. Hey, boo.
Hey. Welcome back to Clover Nova Notes. And I'm happy to be here. So I believe Mrs. Coco is on her way. So we're going to give her a few minutes while we talk about what we did this week. Starting with you, Tonio.
Sure, for sure. Oh my God.
How was your week?
This week has just been busy. Y'all know when they gonna be staying booked and busy over here, child. I'm being pulled. I feel like an octopus. All my little limbs and legs have been stretched and yanked and pulled. It might be good.
Wait a minute, what?
But no, but so everything is going good. Everything is going well. So we got so many things going on.
No,
things happening.
No.
And
we're going to go back to the limbs being legs and stuff being pulled. What kind of activity was that you were doing at your limbs?
Yeah, it's grown folks' business.
Were you playing Twister?
He's married. He's married. Okay, thank you. All right.
Okay,
so
that's what I was thinking. But okay.
Yeah. I mean
when we say how was your weekend, we don't really want to know.
It's all part of it. It's all part of it. Okay. So what we did was, let's see. So since it's Pride Month, so many activities going on here in the San Antonio area. So if y'all here in San Antonio, y'all want to look for some good things to do this month for Pride, or you're here in Texas, period, in the South Texas area, look me up, hit me up here on KNN Notes, and I'll let you know where everything is, what we got going on, what's happening, what's popping, what's locking. Just yesterday, we had the Pride Center's event, annual Pride Brunch, where the queens were out, honey, dancing, gyrating, vibrating, moving, and janking, and getting all them coins. It was raining. It was rain team. Let me tell you, it was a wonderful, wonderful event. It was a brunch, so they served brunch. Okay. Yeah, and but the drinks were wonderful, though. The drinks were wonderful. Entertainment was wonderful. It was a lot of great people. It's called the Icon Brunch. Bryson is Icon Brunch. So a lot of great work is going on out in the community. So we recognize some of those. Some people from the news network. We had some politicians that were being recognized for their work they're doing here in the city, in the state as well. Just trying to make sure that our rights are not being taken away, and that we as individuals are not being taken away. Trans rights, LGBT rights, marriage rights, all that good stuff. So we were just in it to win it. Huge, great event. We had just got 2 new elected judges that are both part of LGBTQ plus community. So that was a
Okay.
huge win. We're just
Shout out to the
proving the
judges.
process. Absolutely. Absolutely. They down there making it work, okay? And making sure people not breaking these laws. I mean, they sitting in the rooms to make sure things are
Good,
done the
good.
appropriate way. Um, so we had that event going on. And then additionally, we had our Pride Riverwalk parade. So we were out on the Riverwalk in our little barges and our little boats going down the Riverwalk, all decked out. And our iconic theme, the one that was left over for, well, left over, but one that we had to select from, we had Madonna was ours. So everybody was out there in the Madonna gear, child. Lord, the cones are out, the hair was done. We had one of our person, he was in full face, honey, and it was 97 degrees. That joker was melting by the time we got off that dog. It was crazy. But so much
I'm
fun.
waiting to see your didn't you participate? Didn't you have a theme as well? Do you have any pictures?
No, that was the theme. Our theme for ours was Madonna. So no, unfortunately, I was not able to get on the boot because I was still out of town with my son. It was his birthday. So we were celebrating his birthday. It was a great thing. Yeah, that's what's going on.
Out of all the pictures you showed us about other events, you don't have the one I was looking for. I just knew you was gonna have this Madonna picture up. Or you just
That
don't.
was the plan, but again, it when we were because we were out of the city, so it took us longer to get back than I thought it was, unfortunately. But I was ready. I was gonna come out there, material girl. I was so ready. I was so enthusiastic about it. But yeah, that didn't happen. But yeah, it was still cool though. We got plenty more events. So next week y'all see some more stuff. I have photos for next week because we got 2 events coming on this week. We got the Pride Zoo that's coming up, which is going to be so much fun. They're gonna have a good time. I won't be at the event, but I'm gonna have photos from the event. Okay, 'cause I'll be out of town this week. And
Okay.
but yeah, so many things going on. That's coming up in the coming weeks. But this last week has just been busy, busy, busy. Oh, we had a ribbon cutting ceremony as well. Basically, one of our organizations, one of our Heart Dollar organizations joined the chamber. They opened up a new location. So we go down, we indoctrinate them into the chamber, and then we'll cut a ribbon in front of it. So it was us and 3 other legislators, commerce, is that did that ceremony with them. And the last thing was the proclamation for Pride Month. So that happened down at the city capitol. So we were with the mayor and a couple of other judges and senators for that all represent LGBTQ ceremony. So it was a really good, busy, busy, busy week. So many things. But
Okay.
yeah, how about you, Miss Clover Noah? How was your week, honey?
I guess I should have went first, man. I ain't
Oh,
that busy. I'm working on I guess it's a good time to announce I'm working on a podcast um for one for the show, and I'm also working on one for myself. It's like a diary almost. I'm trying to put together a diary podcast where I'm talking about all the stuff that I say in my head and think in my head. I don't say out loud, just thoughts, just random thoughts. So it's going to be 2 different podcasts. I'm going to have one where we're doing a show now, but it's going to be on a podcast so for listeners. And then one like at night when before I go to bed and I have to unpack my mind to go to sleep. I felt like doing a podcast at night will be therapeutic for me as well. Other than that, me and mom have been just chilling out. I'm trying to get her to exercise more. Um, riding around, running errands, lonely housewife duties. Just yeah. So yay! My week
okay.
fun,
That's
laundry,
it.
dishes, cooking.
She's ready. What she's saying is
Yeah.
that she's ready. So come on out there. Whoever you are, Mr. Man out there, come get this.
Is that how you interpret that? Was that is that
That's
what
what
that
it
said to
was.
you?
That's
That's
what
what you
that meant.
Okay.
That's what
Oh,
that meant.
okay.
That's all. You know,
See, I done
I'll
spoken
interpret for
another
you.
I done spoke another language, didn't even realize that I was saying,
I got you. I
come
got
get
you.
me.
That's what she was saying to y'all out there in Cloverland. Just letting y'all know she's ready. She ready.
It's a lot of them ready too. I ain't ready for that. But okay. Um, I'm trying to stall because I'm hoping that Mrs. Coco is gonna just like pop in
Okay, I
and
mean, when
join
she pop
us.
in, we can pivot when she get here.
Um,
It's all gravy.
before we get into the topic though, what
Yes.
else can we do to stall it?
Why we have to confused?
Gay Pride Month. Okay, so I'm not.
What
I've
events you got?
chosen.
What events do you got coming up that you have planned? Are there any events that you're tracking that you say, you know what, I think I might go check this one out? You know, this one right here might be
Okay,
something I'd be interested in. What are your thoughts on that?
okay. I'm glad you used the word "might be interested in" because I might be interested in going to this year's Pride.
Okay.
I might. I've been asked several times, "Are you going to the parade? Going to the parade?" I really don't go to the parade. Usually I
Okay.
go to the park, but it's usually like with people.
Mm-hmm.
But for those of y'all who know already, I don't really hang around a lot of people, so I don't. I'm to myself, you know. Um, Let me share a little example of the podcast I'm gonna do for my unpacking my mind. Ever since I started taking care, I'm just this is a Clover Nova fact, y'all. Okay, since I started taking care of my mom back in the end of 2019 to present, I've lost a lot of friends, and it really tested the bonds that I had with people. You know, taking care of my mom. You know, you would think you would have friends. It's like, okay, I know you can't come out, so we don't come to you. Or, you know, we're gonna, you know, plan something to where you can come out at a certain time or whatever. No. I have friends who told me, well, I don't call and ask you and invite you to stuff because every time I do, you always say, well, I gotta take care of my mom. And that put a bad taste in my mouth. So I don't have the group of friends that I used to have. Like I used to have a lot of people I was surrounded. Like if I go perform at a club, I had people I could
Mm-hmm.
talk to. Hey, I have to go perform. Meet me at the club, or I'll come and get you. I'll pick you up. But since I've been doing the Lord's work, I don't have that
Oh,
anymore.
the
So I'm
Lord's
pretty
work.
much a loner.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's here.
Hey, hey.
Hi, hair. I love it.
I
I love it. I
know.
love
Hi,
it.
y'all.
Yes. Giving me
Yes.
life.
Interesting
Yeah.
weekend, I hear.
Yeah. Yeah. Tonio's is very interesting. He had a very eventful week. Um, one day I'll have that freedom to go out and be as eventful as that. But nonetheless, we're all blessed to have a week to even experience, right? So
That
Absolutely.
part.
that part.
That part. Yeah.
Blessed. I'm blessed
Absolutely.
to take care of my mom. I'm blessed to have a roof over my head. I'm blessed to be able to be
Mm-hmm.
doing this show to tell you guys that I ain't too much
You better know
during the
it.
week. It's a blessing. So I
Yeah.
can't complain. This is not a complaint, y'all. Okay. Our
Mm-mm.
friends that I lost, all that stuff is not a complaint. It's just a what you call it?
Period.
What's what I'm looking for? What's what I'm looking for?
Observation. It's an
It's
observation.
observation.
There you
You
go.
know,
I
it's
got
one
you.
of those things you learn in
Mm-hmm.
life. You know, they
But
say
also remember that you don't lose friends. Friends are forever.
Say it again.
So,
You beat me to it, honey, because I was
yes.
about to say if they you really your friend, huh, that's
Yes. You ain't lose nobody, girl. What you talking about?
not even a little
I don't,
bit.
girl. I don't
Not even
even
a
know
little
what was
bit.
I saying. What happened?
Period.
Not
Okay,
even a
well
little
you
bit.
just
I tell my boys that all the time. I tell them all the time. I said, this is what a friend definition is, and this is what an acquaintance definition
It's
is. And this
different.
is what a person who's just passing by really is. Okay?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I agree. How was your week, Miss
Oh my God.
Coco?
Um,
Talkalicious. Talk to us. Come on, lip. Yes.
Come on, Coco.
I'm
Yes.
all the way up, so I gotta get.
You know what?
Yeah,
I was
come
I was
on.
going to message you and say, come on up a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't see the
You
message
doing
come
it.
through. See, that's
Listen,
that's what a friendship is. I felt it. I knew that's what you
Good.
were trying to tell me. So I was like, let me just adjust.
Everybody, give it up for this
Okay.
hair, y'all. Give it up for this hair.
I'm just
I am
saying.
loving
I'm
this. It's
I'm
giving me.
loving the Holly Berry,
It's giving me
Berry,
very
excuse
Tony
me.
Braxton. Very.
Yes,
Oh,
Tony B.
Yes.
Come on.
okay,
Coco.
yeah,
Don't
I'm
break
so
my heart,
hungry.
honey.
Yes. So I had to come on. This is the first. I'm sorry.
You okay? 'Cause you know I'm about to pull out my snack in a second, but you
That's
good.
why I did it.
Snack. I got a meal right here, honey. I'm eating Chinese
Yeah.
rice.
Oh,
Yes.
wish I had me some China rice right now. That would be delicious.
I'm
Okay.
trying to write this so good.
Oh
So
my
yes, I'm gonna be
gosh.
smacking on the show. I'm gonna be eating all that while y'all talking.
So yeah, I was late, you guys. Obviously. Um, excuse me, but I had people coming to the door. I had this appointment all at the same time. So I was trying to come on, do an intro, and it wasn't working. So I decided to keep eating while trying to get on. But overall, I had a fantastic week and weekend.
Mhm.
Things have just really been going good in my life. In
Yes.
spite of that's why I punched that clock. Um, but yeah, I have just really been doing so good. My little one is out of school, so I've been taking off work day after day after day. We'll go in
Mhm.
tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But I have really been enjoying the summer with my kiddo.
Aw,
Speaking
I
of
love
kiddo,
it.
her and our cousin just came to my space, and y'all probably just heard bees and talking. Yeah, shout out to Drea. She did my little one's hair on Saturday. Excuse me. She started at 9 and we wrapped up at 4 p.m. And she got a ponytail.
Okay.
Um, not a slick ponytail, not a, yeah, she got her hair in a
I'm
ponytail.
sorry. Started at what time?
9 a.m.,
And ended
For
at
a
what?
ponytail?
4 p.m. Mhm. Yeah. So my little girl is very tender headed.
Is she 9 feet tall and you need a ladder to go up there and just do every step? I mean,
And y'all know that, well, most people know that my daughter has a head full of hair. Um,
she does.
Here's a photo of the ponytail.
Can't see it.
Hey, that's fine. From 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Well, shout out to Drea. Thank you so much, love, for having patience. Okay. Shout out to Danny for doing what she do, getting me right.
Yes.
Yeah. Danielle, yeah, look her up. She was doing my hair. I think I've been doing her over 20 years. And then I stopped going for a while. Y'all had kids. Y'all don't have kids. Okay, don't worry about it.
Okay,
But no, shout
ponytail.
out to Danny for getting me right. I feel like myself again. I have not been feeling myself lately. And my husband was like, babe, why don't you go ahead and get your short haircut? Say less, steady.
Mm-hmm.
And I got her together. So
Shout out to hubby though. Shout out to hubby for
yeah,
Recognizing.
I've had an incredible week into the weekend. Yeah.
let's talk about it.
I love it. Come on, tell it. Let's go. So yeah, I might hear my little niece back here haven't given life to her parents right now. She all of one. But
1 year old already. And yeah.
she's showing them the business. And they just run it. Stop. No, wait, stop. I just sit and laugh. Just saw
And
these
she ain't
young
even at her
parents.
prime yet. She got another year before she really get me around.
Oh no, you no. This is the time.
I didn't deal with the terrible twos.
Oh, it's not
I
terrible
didn't
too.
have terrible twos.
I didn't either.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Now, when they start opening their mouth a little bit earlier nowadays, 1, 4, and
Oh,
6, somewhere around there. But yeah, not 2 o'clock. Mm-mm.
all right.
Well, I missed you guys. I'm happy to be back.
Yes, you as well, beautiful.
Well,
We
thank you.
missed
I
you
appreciate
too.
that.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. um, I prepared for this show yesterday, so I don't have any K&N facts on today's show, but I do have notes
Facts.
that I've written. I try to do a little segment where I do little K&N facts about the topics at the bottom, but I didn't get to
Oh,
that part yet.
okay.
So, if you guys were on social media last night around maybe 9-10 p.m., you guys noticed we just came up with this show then, and it's Celebrity Icons and Allies. We are talking about celebrities who support and are part of the LGBT community, LGBTQIA plus to be exact, community. Um, and listen, I wrote down a few names and pictures of people that I felt were prominent figures in the community. Who's starting? I guess I'll start.
Yeah.
I
See what
started
you
last
got.
time, Antonio. Just heads up. You told me to go ahead and be first last time. I'm gonna do it again. Next show, honey. I need you
Who
to be like,
going first?
huh?
Nothing.
What happened?
Nothing.
What you say?
Wait a minute.
Let's
Okay,
just talk
so
about Barack Obama.
okay, go ahead.
We all know how he support. Okay.
Okay,
Let's talk about
Okay.
Chicago's very own Chance the Rapper. Okay.
okay.
He supports. I
Okay.
support.
Hmm.
Okay. So I started.
Okay.
Now, Clover Nova, you don't feel like you had to go first. So now you have 4.
Well, wait now. Now, hold on. Let's go back to Barack Obama. Speaking of
Yeah.
Barack Obama,
I
okay,
know you.
who
Uh-huh.
supported gay marriages, and a year later, like started legalizing it. So shout out to Barack Obama for
Mm-hmm.
getting that little movement started, even though people were hating in the black community or hating like he doing everything for the LGBT. But before that, who was doing anything for the LGBT
Yeah.
community? I just
Yeah,
want to
he
say that.
did some. I mean, I,
I
I
just wanted to
love the
say that
fact.
out there.
I love the fact because he ended the "Don't Ask, Don't Ask, Don't Tell" law. That happened underneath his presidency, which was great for us military veterans,
Hmm.
military members. So yeah, I'm Barack Obama all day, every day. Rock with the man. Saying,
Indeed.
Okay.
just
And
saying.
Chance the Rapper, we all know he's not part of the community, but his little brother
Brother.
came out as bi, and he highly supports his
That's
little
what
brother.
you say. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll let you finish.
I mean, the
And speaking of
streets.
those 2 icons, Chance and I
Oh, not
grew
Chance and
up
I. Oh,
a block apart. I'm just saying.
mm,
Oh, did you meet
Mr.
Mr.
Barack
Chance?
Obama himself and I live a couple blocks apart. Okay. So I'm just saying,
okay.
they like friends in
So
my
you
head.
grew up around allies.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I think they're a little couple of years far removed. I'm not quite sure.
You and Barack
He's a,
Obama.
no, not Barack. I was talking about Chance. I said Chance is a baby. He's like 20 something years old.
What you trying to
It's
say,
not.
Tonya?
Um, because I say this because you said y'all grew up together, and I said I don't think that's possible because he's a baby. Yeah,
Speaking
that's
of
what I'm.
baby,
That's what I'm saying.
she's
And
right here
Am I saying so? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were okay. All right,
Let
you.
I have
Hey,
her. Let
how
I,
was school yesterday, sweetie? I'm sorry. How was school
I
yesterday,
mean,
baby?
we're not that young. We're in our 30s.
Yeah, but he's in his 20s.
Chance the
So
Rapper's not in his 30s.
yes, he is.
He just had a birthday last month and we talked about him.
And he turned 26 or 5 or something. That is a baby. Let
No,
me
he
look this man up. Let me see. Chance the Rapper. How
okay,
old
while
he
he's
is?
looking up Chance the Rapper's age, I'm going to start.
You
We
know, you
just
are absolutely 100% correct. He just turned 30 years old.
there you
Okay,
go.
I just told
That's
you that we are in our 30s.
oh,
So whether I'm 31, 35, or 39, I am in my 30s.
okay. That's fine.
Lunch on you today, Mr. G. That's all I say. Lunch on you.
It is. Enjoy. That's what we all, I get yeah.
That's how
the
that's
snapping.
how his week went. Lunch was on him. Anyway, um, so
Okay.
so yes, icons and allies, you guys of the LGBTQIA plus community. My
Mhm.
first one up is none other than Laverne Cox, darling,
Yes.
Mm.
who I fell in love with
Beautiful.
on the set of, not on the set, y'all. I wasn't on the set,
You
but
want? Oh, okay.
I like to feel like I was on the set of The Orange is the New Black. Um,
Mm.
and that came out in 2013 through 2019 with 7 seasons. She
Mm.
was first nominated for a prime. She was the first trans woman to be nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award, and the first since Angela Morley, I'm sorry, in 1990, who was also trans, also who had 8 nominations as a composer, um, and won 3 Emmy Awards for Best Music Arrangement. Okay, she also won a Daytime Emmy, and she was the executive producer of The T Word, which she was the first trans woman to win a Daytime Emmy Award for that, and countless others. There was Disclosure. There was I think she was in not Amityville Horror. Was it Amityville? I think it was Amityville. No, it was another one where she played. I can't remember. I can't remember. Next, we have y'all is crazy. We have the none other than the iconic RuPaul.
Yes.
Saw that, Tonio. Is it good? Is it good, Tonio? Is it good? Uh, is it good? RuPaul is probably the number one, most famous drag queen in the world. In the 90s, published a book called Letting It All Hang Out. She's the first drag queen to be a spokeswoman for MAC Cosmetics. She had a RuPaul show between 1997 and 1998. And then, of course, what revived her career was the 2009 Drag Race, which still is going on today.
Mhm.
Um, RuPaul has received Emmy Awards for that, Best Competition Show, and also was in the movie AJ and the Queen. And every time I think of that movie, AJ and the Queen, I think of a little one named AJ, and it's so cute. But AJ was a little girl, which I thought was a little boy in the first. Before you read the scripture, you just watch the movie on read, and then I was like, oh, that's a girl, and it was it was like okay, but it was cute. It was a cute little movie. Um, everyone's everyone knows this person is an ally of the LGBT community. Lady Gaga. Okay, her real name is Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanata.
Woo-hoo, child.
Okay. Thank God for the name Lady Gaga, because that would be hard to say. So she got her inspiration in Gaga from the Queen song Radio Gaga. That's where her name came from. She's an American singer, songwriter. Um, has songs like Just Dance, Bad Romance, Born This Way. Um, she was a speaker at the 2009 National Equality March for same-sex marriage, and she also sung the national anthem at 2021 Joe Biden's inauguration.
Uncle Joe.
Okay, Uncle, we did it, Joe. We got Lady Gaga to sing the national anthem at your. Okay.
Uncle Joe.
And then we have someone I would love to meet one day and work with. Lee Daniels, darling. Lee Daniels, if you're seeing this, if somebody know how to get in contact with Lee Daniels, tell him I'm looking for him. I want to audition for a role. Lee Daniels, he's a producer, writer, director, entrepreneur. He's born December 24th, which ironically, my grandma was born December 26th. They just danced around Christmas, huh? And I know he had 2 kids. He has 2 kids. And produced movies like Empire, Precious, The Butler, The Reading, Monsters Ball, Star, and The United States versus Billie Holiday. Next up is Janet Mock. I love Janet Mock. Janet Mock, first fell in love with Janet Mock, of course. Pose, which is an FX series. Best-selling author of 2 memoirs. She has the Peabody Award and Emmy Award winning series Pose. Okay. She was Artist of the Year at Harvard University and the Penn Centers Award of Honors in 2017. She was also on the Essence Black Women in Hollywood Award, and Times Magazine named her one of the 100 most influential peoples.
Wow.
For that list. Let me see what else I got. Hold on. And next I have my favorite artist next to Brandy is Mrs. Janelle Monáe, Miss Tightrope herself. Her real name is Janelle Monáe Robinson. She goes by Janelle Monáe. She's from Kansas City, which very solidified her label Wonderland, because when you think of Kansas City, Dorothy going off into the Wizard of Oz, Wonderland. Okay, so Big Boy discovered her, hooked her up with Diddy, and then Diddy signed her at an open. No, Big Boy met her at an open mic. She was singing "Killing Me Softly." He then introduced her to Diddy, and she signed a distribution deal with Diddy. And unlike most artists, most record labels, he decided to just let her do her own music. I'll support it. You have your own direction. You just go ahead. And he trusted her with her own music. She also appeared in movies like Moonlight and Hidden Figures. She also appeared in Glass Onion. That's the most recent one I think she's done. She has albums out like Dirty Computer, The Celebration of Freedom, and homage to women and the spectrum of sexual identities. Okay, and she did a 2018 Grammy speech about Time's Up. So she's forever a music icon, okay, at this point. Next up, I'm gonna run through these, y'all. If y'all got some in the audience, if you got some that you want to put them in the comments, we'll post them up. Next up, I have Lena Waithe. I love Lena Waithe. She's a screenwriter, producer, and actress from the South Side of the Chicago. Okay, she's the creator of The Chi and the Boomerang series and a show called 20s. I have not checked out yet, but I will after doing research. She played in movies like The Master of None, Westworld, and Ready Player One. She won a Primetime Emmy Award. She produced Queen and Slim and the TV series Them. And magazine named her one of the 100 most influential people of 2018. And yeah, that's my list, y'all. Of course, Coco came up with Chance the Rapper. She stole mine. I had also Barack Obama. I should have put that up while she was talking about it.
My neighbors.
Her neighbors, you know. Tell
you can
Chance.
still go ahead and talk about them. Talk about what made them important to you. Why did you choose them? Tell us what you found out about. She just said they were her neighbors and they her boo things. You
My
know, for one
friend.
of them. But you
Hey, Michelle,
know,
I know you watching. Hey, boo.
you know what's going on with Chance the Rapper, Mr. Gay himself. But go ahead. Mhm.
Excuse
Oh,
me?
we not finna do that. What?
Well, no,
What
we're not.
happened? No. We're not gonna tarnish somebody. Now listen, I'm gonna tell y'all
Tarnish?
now. I'm gonna tell
What
y'all now,
tarnish?
Miss.
What are you,
No, I'm not
what?
saying. I'm not.
I'm confused. What's that
I'm
mean?
just saying he didn't come out
Hey,
as
Chance, we're on.
he didn't. He didn't say that he
Uh-huh.
didn't come out. And the
Oh,
only
okay.
the only reason I'm stopping it is because
Uh-huh.
you know Tasha's. Y'all know if y'all know um Tasha. What's her name? Well, I forgot
Mm-mm.
the girl name, but she said some stuff about Cardi B, and then Cardi B ended up suing her for like $4.1 million.
Yes.
So we
Yes.
not gonna
Oh.
tell nobody that somebody came out and didn't come out now.
Oh, I didn't say he came out.
Okay.
He's happily married with a family, and he's a judge on
The
The
Voice.
Voice. Shout out to
Is he?
our
Yeah,
neighbor.
he was on The Voice. He was the voice judge this past. I'm surprised you know that was Cokelicious. So wait a minute now. I don't watch television. How do
It's
you
a
know
game
about The
show.
Voice?
It's a show. It's a
It's not a
competition.
game show. It's a singing show. It's
It's
It
a show.
is.
It's not a movie. She's not a movie buff.
that's it. I
So
don't watch.
you watch all type of shows, just not movies and television shows
No.
or
Well, yeah, because I
movies.
do watch The Voice.
Okay.
I watch Chicago PD, Chicago Med. I watch The Shy occasionally.
Oh. Oh, so we
They,
could be talking about those
they
shows
used to
with you,
film in front
girl.
of my house all the time when I was neighbors with the Barack Obama's family.
Okay.
Did
Yes.
you ever bring him cookies and did you ever knock on
Oh,
their door?
not bring them cookies.
No, but my husband and daughter actually appeared in one of the episodes because they
Of The
were
Shy?
of the Shy. Yeah, they were going to the car or something or walking to the corner, and one of the producers just came and talked to my husband and was like, "Yeah, go over here." And yeah,
I didn't know that.
When?
So we got a celebrity
What
on our panel.
episode?
well, I am the celebrity.
Oh God,
That's why I
Lord
said
have
we have a
mercy.
celebrity on the panel.
Oh yeah.
She
Hi.
is she's the
What she
wife
say?
of the guy that played in
She said, "Wait, I'm a damn celebrity." She said, "No, like
right.
that's what you said. That's what she said, honey." She gave you
She's the
your
wife of a
flowers.
guy who played on the show of The Shy. He walked past.
I
Okay.
want to know the episode because
Me too.
I
Like
need to. You got to send that info.
I will do that because I
Yeah,
don't remember which one it
I bet
was.
he remembered.
no, I know you do.
Well, no, because nobody get paid for it. So,
Oh, they had to sign oh,
you
they
know,
signed
an
an extra
extra
list.
is
Hmm.
an extra. So that food
Yeah.
must be good over there. They just
Shout
trying
out to
to.
my TT for putting me on the Chinese food that gives you the jumbo shrimp. And she turned me on to some. You ever heard of shrimp bread?
No,
I never heard
It's
no shrimp
bread with
bread.
little pieces of shrimp in it. I don't.
no, thank
I
you.
have. I tried it by itself, but she was like, you gotta dip it, and I'm like, I don't know.
Dip it
Dip
in
it in
what?
soy sauce, sweet and sour sauce, something. I don't know.
Some things
Oh,
you
I
just
just
It's different. Okay, I
okay.
ain't say it's nasty, but it's I would never order. But
Okay, well, if
it's
you
I
like it,
show
I
you.
trust you, honey.
I'm gonna show y'all.
Enjoy
I'm gonna
your
go show y'all
meal.
what it look like when we get off the show.
No, it's okay.
Okay,
thanks
so
to
yeah,
keep them
we
on.
appreciate we appreciate everyone who's allies of the LGBT community. We need more people that's allies. One that I just came to my mind right now was Malik Yoba, who did an interview and said that he was trans attracted. Got a lot of backlash for it. They did an interview with him when he got up and walked away. I think because they was kind of like drilling his sexuality, and it was more about his sexuality than his advocacy
What's
of.
the guy name? I think he was from Family Matters, who's dating the trans from Chicago, Sydney Star.
I don't think they were dating. I think Sydney Star wanted to indicate that they were dating, or kind of like make it seem like
No,
they were.
no,
You talking
he
about
actually put out
Eddie Winslow?
yeah, he put out a post saying that he loves who he loves. He made a full post about it. I think they were at the dinner table with his mom, if I recall correctly. So I don't think she was trying to portray that it was anything because he said what he said.
Hmm. I didn't see anything else except that one little clip that they had where they was hugging, but it was for a TV series that didn't happen.
Mm-mm.
And it was a year later that she posted the clip of them doing like a photo shoot, and he's hugging her, and I guess and she posted it indicating that they were a thing, and he didn't deny it, but he did kind of like wing it off like people gonna believe what they want to believe or something like that. That's what I saw. But if you saw something that's saying he loved who he loved, then
He said exactly, and he was with his mom, and his mom made a statement and everything.
Oh, a shout out to Eddie Winslow. I don't know his real name, but Eddie Winslow, did you do that?
Shout out to Dwayne Wade.
Don't.
Although I did not like his outfit the other day at the basketball game.
Oh, you follow him.
No, but I am active on social media, so I seen it there. But no, I watched the basketball game and seeing him sitting on the sidelines looking a fool with his
Wait, you talking about Eddie Winslow?
No, ma'am. I said Dwayne Wade.
Oh, Dwayne. Okay, I thought you said Eddie Winslow was the game. I'm like, damn, you really following him? Okay, Dwayne Wade. That's another one. Good. And Gabrielle Union. Shout out to them because they've been very.
And Beyonce. And that wraps up my folks. Yeah. Mr. G with the presentation.
You said Beyonce. What about Beyonce?
She made the song. She supports.
She made what?
Her song was like #1 trending recently. In the streets. What's the name of that song, y'all?
Not the song.
The album?
The Renaissance album itself was very geared towards the LGBT community in support of.
You think?
I think so, yes.
Huh.
You think not?
I think I'm just interested to know why.
She actually did a ballroom chant on one of the songs. My queen bee is Brandy, I'm sorry. But there was a song she did, but she was very much chanting like the ballroom scene, and the kids ate it up. I think she very much know that her prime audience is the LGBT community. More than half of the Beehive is LGBT. I can guarantee it. Trust me.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
And shout out to Katy Perry as well.
Who?
Katy Perry.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know much about Katy Perry, but she's very pop. So pop artists kind of seem like they're supporters of the LGBT community. A lot of. Okay.
I don't know her title, but I want to say, I don't know her title. She dates women. So.
Ellen DeGeneres?
Yeah.
She's very much an icon too.
But Ellen is, the stud kind.
Wait, let Tonio go because I don't want to.
Wait a minute.
Oh, his face. Oh.
No. Wait. Let's go back. I'm so interested in this.
I don't want to.
Please continue.
Mention all your people, and then you're like,
well, you're not. You're good. You're good. Go ahead. Keep going, please.
Oh, that wraps up my list with Katy Perry.
Okay.
Katy Perry wraps up your list.
Yes.
But you were. You said something about Ellen DeGeneres being the stud. I'm trying to understand.
Oh, so I am pretty ignorant to the terms of or labels. I don't know. That's why I said with Katie, I can't say that she's gay, lesbian. I just can say she dates women. Ellen, she's married to a woman, but Ellen is the more masculine one. So that's why I refer to her as the stud one, versus her wife that dress up. Katie dress up. So would that make her lesbian?
Honestly, I had
People
no
are
idea.
people. So I don't know. I don't put no labels, titles. You date who you date. You love who you love.
Right. I had no idea Katy Perry was into women. I didn't even know. So shout out to Katy Perry because I was today years old when I found that out.
Mm-hmm.
And the only other one that would come up out of the blue is Wanda Sykes for me, because she's definitely an advocate for the LGBT community, and has been. I think she I don't know if she was the first comedian to openly come out
I think
Pretty much
Ellen.
that I
FIFA,
know of.
we can go on and on. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Ellen came out before before Wanda Sykes did.
This is gonna be controversial, but I just
And
don't see
Wanda
her
Sykes
as
is not
a
funny.
comedian. I don't see her
I
as
mean,
a comedian.
She's
well,
not
that's
like funny to me. I put her and oh, Mr. G and his faces.
well.
She's not.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Ellen is a comedian. She started off her career as a comedian. Whether or
Yes.
not if we find her funny or if
Right.
we think her
That's why I didn't
comedy
name her.
is what it is, her profession when she initially started was as a comedian.
I didn't
So I
say
just
Ellen.
don't want to. Right. No,
I
I'm just
adore
being
Ellen.
specific. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I was
oh,
talking to her because she said, I don't know if I can count her as being a comedian because I don't think she's funny. I'm like, that's fine,
oh,
but
she's
her
hilarious.
career, yeah.
Wanda
Okay.
Sykes is not funny.
Oh, well, that part, yeah. I think Wanda Sykes is hit and miss for me. She's always been hit and miss for me. I'm just
Oh, what's the other lady name on
No.
Supermarket Sweep?
Oh,
Only you know that. I'm sorry.
no, that's
You just
what's her name? Oh, I'm looking at her face right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she was in the Ghostbuster movie, the remake Ghostbuster movie. The real dark
Oh,
skinned
you're
one.
talking about
Oh my goodness. And she was on Saturday Night Live. She was oh my goodness. So many movies. I'm looking at her face. Oh my goodness. I can't remember her name right now. Let me
and
look
that
her
should
up.
be enough. Um
Let me see.
start
I'm
with
looking
an
at
L.
her pictures, but I can't find her name.
It start with an L. I know. Lisa, not Lisa. Oh my God.
Leslie Jones.
Leslie.
Jones, and it comes
That's
right
her
up
name.
as soon as you said it.
Leslie
Mhm.
Jones. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Mr. G. I'm gonna give it to
She
you
did it.
again. You have the floor.
Gonna push us to the side now so we can
You said what?
go on.
Presentation
Yes.
starting.
To the left, to the left.
Alrighty. Yes, let me see here. So we had a couple of people, just a few
Just a few.
names. People I thought were interesting that I feel are icons. I just think about just in society today as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of went with some, a wider range of individuals. I knew some of the key people you guys are going to mention anyway. Kind of figured. Chance was not on that list. I just
Figure, huh?
He just
because
called us
what I think.
predictable. With so many words.
No, it just means that I know you, boo. I know you. That's all
You
that
didn't know
means.
Katy Perry was gonna be one.
Katie is another one I would have put because we say icons. We're talking people that's been in the business for a while that's actually laid the way. Katie and Chance, even Beyonce to that extent as well. These aren't I'm talking about people that've been doing this thing. That's had to get the backlash for doing
So
what they've
this is
been
the
doing.
show that I was supposed to sit out.
Ooh, why are you supposed to sit out?
Because you just telling me the people I named, they just, they leave.
What? That is not
That's
what I
why I
said.
know. But
That's not what I said at all.
okay, I got you.
Oh,
I'm gonna do like
hold
Nova.
on.
Oh, I do that because I was eating, honey. Oh, okay.
It's the best. Hold on 1 second. What just happened here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Alrighty. Let's open this up here and get this started. Why is this not showing? Oh, we got jokes. Okay. All right. Okay.
It's just really amazing, and you're not ready because we used to be the ones scrambling to get ready. You not. I thought yours was set to go.
Oh, it is set to go. I
Yeah,
just
the
pushed the wrong
first
button.
Mm.
That's all.
And I didn't come up with a question of the day. So if y'all come up with a question of the day, please put it in the.
Shout out to my husband. He took Chloe and I to a fine restaurant yesterday, and they had some really good food. And I won't say the name on here because they were crowded enough. So
All
I just
right. Well, of
my
course.
leftover steak and potato.
Okay, hey Rue and Rue.
You know, a RuPaul just had to be number one. I mean,
I
it
feel
was
like I've
just
seen that picture before.
for me.
I
Not quite. Not quite. Because the picture she had was the other one with them back to back. So anyway, like I was saying, let's be clear. So yes,
Singer,
RuPaul.
songwriter,
This
and
is
actor.
this
I
was
didn't
my
know that.
Yes. All this good stuff. She's done so many things in Puerto Rico. That's exactly what that is.
Oh wow!
We delete that as we move, right? Okay. So
Wait, why you delete it?
because she's not from Puerto Rico.
Okay, because I was like, wait, I did not know that.
This
I
was
know
an
RuPaul was
American.
Puerto Rican, honey. I know she was Puerto
Wait,
Rican.
because I'm like, wait.
You didn't know? You didn't know?
I didn't know she was Puerto Rican, honey. She's Puerto
Of course she
Rican.
is. She's
I
from the
didn't
PR.
know.
Puerto Rican, or as
From
T.S. Madison would say,
Puerto
Puerto
Rican.
Rican. Puerto
Puerto
Rican.
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 Yeah.
Today years old.
Well, that's it. You know, a little bit about RuPaul. You know, we know she's beautiful.
The first.
He's settled down up in New York City, is where he became, a public figure initially in the LGBT nightclub scenes, out there doing the thing, breaking boundaries. He just became internationally known. Fame as a drag queen with his first release of Supermodel. You better work. Come on, girl. Work it, girl. Come on, girl. Doing his thing back then. This is back in '93, child. Ooh, Lord. Okay. He's out there voguing, dropping, and dipping it low. Let me tell
That's
you.
around the time chance when I was being born.
Okay. And then in 2009 is when Drag Race came out, as she spins, don't choke. 2009 when Drag Race Superstar first came out. Hit show. She has won so many Emmys because of the show. It has been ridiculous. And now you can find Drag Race internationally. So many repeats done over and over. Everybody doing the same show in different countries just because of what she has started. I mean, just empire all over. You already mentioned some of the movies and some of the TVs shows that she's had as well outside of RuPaul Drag Race. But spinoffs launched so many different careers from drag superstars just around the world. One here, Christy Waters, is just awesome. She was on one of the seasons of Drag Race, and she's from San Antonio, Texas. So I see her almost every other Sunday, if not every Sunday, when I go to drag brunch. But yes, yes.
While we on the subject of RuPaul and her drag shows, just last week I got put on to Queen of the Universe, where they have a drag singing competitions like American Idol for drag queens. They sing for real, and they have like a production. So they judge them on their drag and their voice and their performance.
Nice.
I'm a fan. It's 2 seasons.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of season 2. It's a must. It's on Paramount Plus. It's called Queen of the Universe. It's everything.
Okay. Queen of the Universe. Gotta check it out.
Nothing to do with RuPaul, I don't think, but RuPaul was definitely the influence of that show.
Okay. Well, I will go ahead and add that onto the list.
Mm-hmm. It's so good.
And then go from there. All right. All right. The next one that we got going on is the next one we got going on here is going to be Mr. Ricky
Oh,
Martin himself. Yes, that's yeah, he's the one. He's the one.
Puerto Ricans, right there. Oh,
Yeah, it was that one. It was that one. It
that's the
was
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Hold on a second, people.
Rican.
I'm sorry, everybody out there. Give me 1 second, please.
That's okay. Take your time. But
Yeah,
yes,
go ahead and take a look at this picture
Puerto
and read the knowledge there.
Writer and actor.
I began appearing in television commercials at the age of 9 and began his music career at 12 as a member of the Puerto Rican boy band Menudo. He began his solo career in 1991 while in Sony Music Mexico, gaining recognition in Latin America with the release of his first 2 studio albums, Ricky Martin in 1991 and Me Amares in 1993, both of which were focused on ballads.
Come on.
Was it focused on ballads though? Was that his debut first? Because Living La Vida Loca was kind of like his stamp of like, hey, I'm here, Ricky Martin, I'm here. So
is there something going on with him though?
I don't know, but ever since he got that mole removed, he was.
What mole?
Remember he had that big, huge mole that people used to make fun of on a living.
No, he did not. He didn't have a mole. That was Enrique Iglesias. Is the one who had the mole. Not Ricky Martin.
Sorry, Ricky.
Okay, let's be correct.
Sorry, Ricky. I'm sorry.
So,
speaking of
Ricky, you're merging 2 people.
Happy birthday to my brother Ricky. He turned 7 years old today. So
hey,
brother. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Yep. So that's going on. Thank you, ladies, so much for jumping in. I really appreciate it. You know, y'all know it's summertime and the kids are kidding. Okay, so
are you kidding?
If you caught it, but I guess when they would have come in his office, the look he gave, and I knew.
No, but I'm going to rewind it. I'm going to rewind it back to look at it. What time is that?
Only parents.
7:36. Okay.
Only parents. No, she called. That's why she called it.
57 minutes. Okay, I'm going to go back.
Yeah. Parents know. Yeah, all y'all out there, Cloverland, y'all know y'all got the cheering child. They come.
No, I know you didn't look, huh?
That's why early on I had muted myself, and I was like, if y'all don't get out of this right now. They behind me just laughing. I said something.
That part. So yes, Mr. Ricky himself. Love him. The next person on the list is Miss Madonna. I'm sorry. She you gotta love her. You gotta hate her. Whatever she is, it's
oh yeah, she would be an icon. She's like 90, right?
She is just wonderful. She's wonderful. She's been widely recognized, for her reinnovation of herself, her versatility in her music. She's produced a songwriter, visual presentations. She's always pushed the boundaries ever since the very beginning. One of my favorite documentaries ever to this day is still Truth or Dare. I just love it. It's so awesome. If you have not seen Madonna's Truth or Dare, you need to watch it. It came out right during the time of the AIDS epidemic that was going on. It was talking about just voguing. It really brought that to the forefront, along with her song. She's the one that went down to New York when they was doing voguing to the ballroom scene, took what they were doing and said, hey, I want to make this blow up, and brought those individuals, Tony and the rest of the Vogue masters onto her show and actually put it into production so everybody knows what voguing is now. Because of her international stage, she utilized to bring that ballroom scene to everyone, to make them understand that, we're here to have fun. Okay, LGBT, we're here to have fun, we're queer, and we love it. So come and enjoy. So
Are
it
you
was
okay?
beautiful. I love me some of her. Hey, she getting it. She's striking a pose. Get it,
Oh,
pose. Giving face. That's what that
okay.
is, honey.
Me.
Showing it. Yes. Angles. Wait for it. Neck, body, eyes. Hey, hair, face, eyes. Come on, this is what all this means. It's just a language. It's a language, and you gotta know it.
Yes.
So beautiful, Madonna.
Thank you,
Jumping to the
Madonna.
next Prince. Let me tell you what. This person here, songwriter, musician, record producer, all those good things. He was known, especially for in his generation, just being an androgynous, and he really merged the tone between him uh, and so many other artists during a time period. Just let you know that it's okay to dress in whatever you want to dress. You don't have to be identified as a male or as a female. He cross-dressed all the doggone time. He had another personality as well named Carmen that he used to dress up as. Most people don't even know that. Yes, yes, yes. So, I mean, so many different things. And
Not
he brought it.
Carmen.
Yes, her name was Carmen, honey. And and then he also, he gave us
You can put
Apollonia.
that picture up because
Just
I didn't know. I was like
everything.
on the edge when I saw Prince. I'm like, is he an ally? I never really.
Absolutely, he is. He never said anything negative about the LGBT community. He never
Does
said that
that
he
make
was
you
a
an
part
ally if you don't
of.
say anything negative?
He supported me. He brought all LGBT characters all the time. Yeah,
They must wasn't doing
absolutely.
eyebrows back then either.
It's an icon.
Oh
He didn't need
no,
his
that back
eyebrows done.
then
I
the
love those.
bigger was the better. Back then, you had to have
He
thick
just made his
eyebrows.
eyes pop. His guy liner was popping. Okay,
Mm.
but yeah, Prince was my guy. I love him. Moving on to the next. George Michael. You know, it's gonna have to have my British George on here. Y'all knew I had to have George, honey.
That definitely was definitely
Oh, Mr. George Michael
trailblazer.
himself, English actor, songwriter, and and singer. He used to get beat down about sexuality all the time until finally he said, "You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gay. And what?" Okay. He was
Right.
in Wham out there shaking me up before you go. Hey, that was it. Getting
And
it
he kept
in.
going because he had faith, the faith, the faith.
Baby. I mean, just getting it, because he will be your love, baby. I
And
mean,
he
he was just
sung with
getting
the
it.
legendary Aretha Franklin, honey.
Yes, he
Yeah.
did. So many times getting on there. So he was definitely it. I had to bring him on. That's just my man right there. Just one of my mans. The next, Miss Tracy Chapman herself, honey.
Oh yes.
Listen.
Give me one
Listen.
reason to stay here.
Let me
And I'll
tell
turn
you.
right back
Back
around.
around. I got a fast car. I don't know where I'm gonna go. No. Hey, look here. Tracy Chapman. This woman right here.
Coco, you know Tracy
You don't know who
Chapman?
Tracy Chapman is?
I
Lord have
am
mercy.
not sure of her
Give
or
me one reason to stay here. And I'll
You don't
turn
know who
right back
Tracy is? I'm gonna have to send you a link
You
to her
have to be.
music.
You have to have grown up in your grandmama's house to know who Tracy Chapman is. You have to have. You have to been when that pot of chili on and she just need a little music.
Just getting
we,
it.
we were listening to probably some Fred Hammond back then. There was
Oh.
some,
Well,
yeah,
okay,
She
understood.
singer. That's what.
yeah.
She wasn't no gospel singer, honey.
No.
She was in that talk thinking about Jesus. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So, but Tracy Chapman was it. She's definitely the person for me. I love her music. I love her as an artist. She's just always been authentically herself. Between her, she was our Black Melissa Etheridge, right? Because they both, just lesbian women out there doing their thing in songwriting and in music during this time period. But she was ours, from the LGBT Black community.
So
Next
she
one
was
here.
87. Why
Mhm.
would I know who she is?
Right, that's right, because you weren't born or even thought of at that time because you're 30. Yeah. So the Village People is another group.
YMCA people.
Yes.
Yes.
Love it. And let me tell
He
you
looks
what.
like Michael from
This joker right here, Jesus. Hey, this one, even the head boy, they But let me tell you, they were getting it in. And they did a lot of stuff. And everything came from, their name itself came from Manhattan, the Greenwich Village, is where they came up with the name. And they just really picked the most macho, supposed to be tropes. That's where their costumes came from. Because back then it would say, well, you must be macho if you're a police officer. You got to be macho if you're in the army or if you're, construction worker. So they took them and just gave them up. Okay. And then it was also, there were subliminal messages about the YMCA, because the YMCA was where you used to go and go get your freak on. So if you listen to the song, it actually gave little hints and clues about what was going on at the YMCA. So it definitely has changed its brand.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Yeah.
Twice.
So be known. Listen to the lyrics.
I knew that group. I thought
the boys club is what they MCA was like, a boys club or something like that. So.
Yeah. Another person, James Baldwin.
Of course.
Listen,
oh my God.
Okay. Writer
King.
and social critic. He has been he came out in a time where you just weren't doing these type of things. But he said, I'm going to be my authentic self. I'm going to write these books. I'm going to speak about the gay community. I'm going to talk about racism. I'm going to talk about, the differences between Black and white men, and then how sometimes they can even be together. I mean, and he had so many different lovers between genders and race. He just didn't care. He just saw the person. So I love James Baldwin. If you haven't read or seen any of his books, some of them have been made into into movies, short films. You should take a look at them. Really, really good.
You can actually stream I Am Not Your Negro.
Yep.
I Am Not Your Negro. It's a good one.
Yep. It's really good. Really good.
I think he wrote speeches for Dr. King. Don't quote me on it, but I believe he wrote some of Dr. King's materials too as well.
Yeah, he definitely collaborated on a lot of those. Yep. All right, and last but not least is Alvin Ailey. If you don't know who Alvin Ailey is, he's just a great choreographer. He had his own theater, which was just unseen back in the 50s for a Black man to have his own theater at that time. And he used to go and just teach. He did so much choreography over the years. And he was just an excellent guy. And I just really enjoyed all of the things. You think about some of the people today who talk about just how they got started in dance and in music. They remember just working with him or seeing him on them stages. And definitely was a big staple when it comes to Broadway as well. So, but yeah. So those are my people. That's what I had for today, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay. That's what's up. Put my rice up.
It's my screen.
All right. Anybody want to come up with a question of the day? Because I didn't get a question of the day today. But
sure thing. Question of the day could be, what is something that you love about the community today?
Okay. Hold on. What is something I love about the community today is that I love that we're still thriving in a world that still has an issue with the LGBT community. I love that we're still pushing the boundaries and we're still fighting for our basic human rights. I love that we have more allies speaking up for us. And I love the foundation that people before us, like we mentioned before, like the Marsha P. Johnson and Alec, oh my God, what's his name? Mr. Baldwin. People who set the tone for us to be able to do what we do today, the freedoms that we have right now. People who sacrificed their lives and ultimately just so we can be on social media freely expressing ourselves. People like Madonna, who brought the ballroom scene and made it mainstream. Like people like that. That's what I like about Pride today, that we're continuing that we haven't forgotten where we came from. Stonewall rights. Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Miss Coco?
Oh,
You
and
said
also I
As an
love people.
ally.
Yeah,
Go-
I love people that ally like my bestie right here, Mrs. Coco, who's from day one been by my side and treated me as an equal since day one. I love people like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
absolutely.
So as an ally, what have you seen over the years, and what do you think is so great about today in the community?
I love that people are now feeling comfortable enough to speak up and
Mm-hmm.
live in their truth.
Yeah.
Um, I do have a cousin. Hey, cousin Sherry, you may never see this, and I'm okay with it. Um, but since I was a kid, I'm only in my 30s, but she's always been her. Um, her dressing in, the men clothes and suits and ties, or um, the baggy jeans. Well, that was a popular thing. But I respect her so much for being her.
Hmm.
Um, a lot of celebrities as well, they are afraid to come out and say, like, this is me. I love the fact now it's just like, look, this is me. Take me for who I am or nothing at all. So I
Yeah.
love that. I hope that it gets better and better over the years. I wish that humans would just love each other and understand that we were all put on this earth for a reason, and we should
Right.
not judge one another for whatever our sexual preference is. If you're whatever it
Yeah.
is, you're happy, be happy. Like, why
Yep.
does you know yes, the Bible says, I understand that. However, God made us who we are. He knew what we were going to do before we decided we were going to do it. When we had those thoughts of doing whatever, God already knew it was going to happen. So, for those sick folks out there that's hating, find you some happiness. Maybe you should try to date the same sex.
Go ahead and get your wet on. Listen, let me see
We
here.
have a
You know?
we have a
I'm just
request from
saying.
Coco for you guys to try being
Yeah,
gay.
yeah. Dip in the pool. Dip in the
You have an
lady
issue with us?
pool.
Just try being us for a moment, okay?
You
Just
know, go ahead, go dip on the lady pool, go ride on a pogo stick, whichever way you want to do. Just
Have fun.
try,
Right.
have some fun.
try before you buy.
Right, have a little ride on the disco
You,
stick. I mean,
you
just
say
do
you need me to
something. I
set
mean,
you up on a date? Let's do it.
we get you there. So I appreciate that. I really do. I know for me, I love what both you guys said. I think you said a lot, most of it actually. And one of the things I really enjoy when it comes to allies, and you even did it earlier today, Miss Coco, which I find it just refreshing, just as a human person, as a human being, but also additionally just as an ally. You say, I don't know how to properly say it, so how do you say it? Right?
Yeah.
You ask the question and you acknowledge the fact that, hey, I don't know how to do it and I don't understand, so explain it to me. And I think that is a beautiful, beautiful thing for allies to do, or for anyone to do. Either, even if we're not talking about sexuality, if we're talking about race, if we're talking about gender, it's, you don't know, so ask the question. It's okay not to know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are either embarrassed, or they feel there's a requirement for them to automatically know, or they feel ashamed. Ain't none of that. If I don't know something and I know you got the answer, I'm coming to you with the answer. I'm going
Yeah.
to ask you your question and what it is, so I can be able to speak intelligently about that topic. So I love allies and people in general that actually do that and put forth the effort to learn something new about the LGBTQI plus community. So thank you just for that, just from an ally's perspective. And I love the fact what you talked about too as well, Ms. Coco, about just Clover Nova, just talking about just our history and making sure that we're honoring those individuals. She talked about Stonewall. We talked about that a lot last week during the show. But just recognizing that we didn't start here, right? We started
Right.
someplace else. A lot of people died or are injured to this day because of our rights and just being able to be in this space, being able to have this talk show and talk, allow me to go ahead and place this backing on this wall here, which is representing Pride and Stonewall itself for this month, right? Because love is what wins all day. So those are the type of things that I just really find amazing to be able to do. And I know I talked about a little bit earlier, just my week that I've had so far in celebrating Pride Month and being out in the community. It's awesome to be able to give back. Being stifled for so long, especially as a Black man, but being in the military and then growing up on the South Side of Chicago, all those shit, just going on our culture that we had, back in the day. It's just all those things. It's amazing to be able to be in a place to where we can speak freely and talk about our champions and to continue the fight, which is awesome. So I just say that, and I just thank everybody out there in, Cloverland that's out here supporting us, tuning into the show week in and week out, or catching it when you have the opportunity to catch it, drop it in your comments, liking, sharing, and commenting, and all that other good stuff that you've been doing. We really appreciate y'all from the bottom of our hearts. From this gay Black dude here from the Shy, I really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? That's a little New Yorkish, but you know what I'm saying.
Wait, really quickly too. I just thought about it now. I didn't think about it in that moment. So over the weekend, a trans woman that I know, she's coming into town. And a mutual friend started talking about her. And she's like, oh, I hadn't talked to her in years, whatever. Needless to say, something happened that she was saying that they need to just get themselves together. And I was like, well, do you care to elaborate? Let me understand what you're saying. And then she started talking about the bathroom. Like, they do need to have their own bathroom. And I didn't think, I just listened to her, right? I just took that time to try to understand what she was saying, where she was coming from. She is all about the Bible, and which is good. But what she said, I just felt like that was a learning experience. My background changed. That's the devil. But anyway, do I stop? Do I leave it? No. Love is love. Green, red, blue is all a rainbow. Anyway, but no, she was just saying like she would hate that her daughter would go in the bathroom and see a trans woman standing up peeing. And I was like, really? I said, if a trans woman, why is she standing up to go to the bathroom? Oh, I guess you have a point. I was like, I don't want it just to be about me having a point. So obviously that allowed me to open up and talk to her. And when I say I'm gonna pat myself in the back right now, because I was able to educate her with the little facts that I know. I didn't even think about the show, y'all, when I was talking to her, but I just felt like now what you just saying, like, ask the questions. I'm like, girl, I just gave her a whole lesson. And I didn't even realize it at that moment. But I know, right? But I just felt like that was an opportunity for me to teach her something that I have learned over the years. And not that she's going to go around and just welcome everybody and support everyone. But I do feel like in that moment, I was able to educate her enough to say, that makes sense. Like, you're right. Because I don't believe that you need a bathroom.
We all got to go. Just go with Charmin. It's...
Don't you dare put that on me. I'll put that on
But here's the kicker, though. Here's the kicker. When you think about it, when you go to the bathroom, especially as a woman, and y'all please correct me if I'm wrong, you inside of a stall with the door closed. Yes. I'm just saying. Yes. So, that is the least of your concerns if your child is watching somebody take a pee. If they're watching somebody take a pee, that's a question, a problem you need to solve at home. It should be watching anybody else take a piss in the first place. Yeah. And even if it's a trans male, when you go into the bathroom, you have your little fucking urinal you're standing in front of. You ain't peeking over. If you peeking over, you in a different type of stall. We're in a
Exactly.
different type of bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in there taking a piss and getting the fuck out. I don't give a shit about
It
what's
just
going on.
to me,
It's
it's
so ignorant. It's so
yeah.
it's trying to sexualize every fucking thing, and it's not about sex all the time. Even most of the time, it ain't about fucking sex. I gotta piss. I can go shit. That's it.
Period.
But they turned it around on themselves as the sexual predator, because who
They
goes to the
do.
bathroom to watch other people, to even know what kind of sexuality they are? You're like you're
Oh,
exposing yourself as someone who goes in there, and you're mad because what you thought you wanted to see ain't what you
wasn't
wanted
there.
to see. Exactly.
Hey,
So
come on, perspective. Come on.
what are you
Love it.
looking for that you upset that you don't find in a bathroom? I don't get it. I don't understand why the earth is dying. Why are we talking about bathrooms? Like, why are we talking about who someone sleeps with? Why are we talking about who carries a baby and who can abort a baby and who can't? Like, why are we talking about our bodies?
Yeah.
Why are our bodies up for discussion in the government? Is the real question. You know, you go to that bathroom, you go. That's not what we need to be focused on right now. Like, there's so many other things that top all of that, and that's what's wrong with our government now. So, like Coco said, love wins. Like Tonio's background says, love wins. And
It
here
is.
at KNN, love wins. We love each and every one of the people
That's
that
it.
are watching and supporting the show. We hope that you guys are sharing these videos on your social media and raise these questions up. You know, if you guys have questions, post it on your page and say, hey, what do you guys think about this show? We would love to hear it. And speaking of questions, if you guys have questions, topics, comments, stuff you want to put in this box, let us know. Hashtag it below in the comments. We will write it on a piece of paper, fold it up, place it in this box, and on any given show, your comments could be pulled from the box.
Really quickly, Nova, I think today would be the perfect day not to open the box. I think what we said today, let's end it like that. Let's not change. Let's leave it like that. Let's not open the box.
I wish we'd have said that before I did the show, because I just showed the box, and while we
It's okay. Now we keep in suspense. What's going to be in the box next week, people? Wouldn't you like to know? Come back soon and find
This will be a
out.
question. Which show did we not open the box?
Mm-hmm.
So thank you all so much for tuning in to KNN today. We absolutely love and adore you all.
Oh, so we're not opening the phone lines either. Okay, so all right. Thank you guys for, like she said, tuning into the show. And we will see you guys next Monday. And remember, stay peaceful, stay positive, stay productive, stay prayed up, and most importantly,
Stay blessed.
Pop, stay blessed.
Stay blessed.
Pop.
See you guys next Monday at noon. Share us on your social media pages, and we love you for watching.
Bye now.
This is a stat production, baby.